What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So today I want to discuss something that I probably should have discussed a while back when the test server was kind of like fresh for Garena and also for Global as well, since it's out for that one too. Which is an overhaul to one of the seasonal camos within this game. Something that I wasn't really expecting for season 3/4. And that's mainly because they usually never really do work on camouflages unless like they were going to put a new one into like a blueprint or something like that. The last time I could think of when they adjusted like a camouflage was back when they finally gave Ether Crystal its parallax effect back. But today I want to discuss Blistering Magma because that seems to be one of the biggest changes for Season 3 in terms of cosmetics. So as you guys know, Blistering Magma for most cases has always been one of the more favored seasonal camos throughout the entirety of tournament mode. It's probably one of the more sought out ones. Of course, the Magma camo is not the only one that actually gets like pursued a lot in tournament modes. Sometimes people go for the new one that just came out, and if anything, if it's not going to be Blistering Magma, a lot of people are obviously going to go for Red Sprite. So those are like usually the two most favored camos for tournament mode. But of course, I would say the best one, or I guess one of the best ones, is Blistering Magma by far. So apparently they did some adjustments in the test server to have Blistering Magma actually cover every single aspect of the gun, from the iron sight to the mag, all the way down to the body and so on. And keep in mind, this is something that most camos, well, other than Diamond, don't really do. They don't really cover the entire gun. Even if you have Damascus or Platinum or, like any of the higher up completionist camos, you typically don't get any sort of treatment like that. So I did manage to get at least 2 pictures of the weapons that probably look the best with this new change for Blistering Magma, which is the AK-47 as well as the CR-56 AMAX. Of course, there are other weapons out there that look really great with this camo on, or at least the updated camo, but these were the ones that I found to be at least the most noticeable. So as you can see, instead of just covering the basic body of the weapon, from like the stock to the body, you now have, some of the Blistering Magma emanating from the magazine as well as the iron sights and even the barrel itself. And you can notice that it's extremely noticeable as well for the AK-47. And as you guys know, the AK-47, when it comes to basic camos other than Diamond, doesn't have a lot of coverage unless you use some sort of like barrel or a magazine. And this is just the base AK-47 by itself. So to see such an impact on the weapon with Blistering Magma being updated, it's kind of incredible how much they changed it. And I know a lot of people are probably assuming the worst, that maybe this is some sort of glitch, but I'm not really too sure because the way that it's designed kind of looks very deliberate. So 2 things, or I guess 3 things, kind of like popped into my head when I did see this. So yeah, obviously the first one is that I thought that this was probably a bug. Maybe this is something that they put in by accident, but upon further inspection, it kind of looks very deliberate, like if they kind of took the time to work on the camo. The second thought that I had is that maybe this is just an experiment. Maybe they want a public reaction out of us to see whether or not they want to actually do this on other seasonal skins or even the regular completionist camos. They kind of want to test the waters of how we would react to a change like this and to see whether or not it gets, good public reception. And maybe they could, work on other seasonal camos, having it cover the entire gun. Like, let's say, for example, Ether Crystal, Polychromatic, Golden Emerald, all those could potentially change later on down the line if the public reception is good. The third one might be the silliest thought, but my third thought was maybe the new fluorescent camo that's coming out next season is going to be so shit that they had to at least improve one of them in order to entice people into playing tournament mode, like just for the time being until they make up a new seasonal camouflage. If the third thought is right, wow, that like they chose like the best camo to do it for. But this does bring up the question whether or not maybe there is a possible chance that other seasonal camos might have been changed, as we speak. Because keep in mind, when they release test servers, sometimes it's not like the most recent one. And you know that because, the devs pretty much know what they're doing. Obviously, they're the ones developing the game. But it kind of, like at this point, they're probably already finishing up the HDR, you know, they're doing the damage profiles, all that stuff, trying to get the camos to work on the gun properly. So perhaps they might have already made some adjustments to the other existing camos, whether it be completionist or seasonal. So for all we know, when the update officially comes out for both Apple and Android on all regions, there could be a chance that Damascus, Gold, Platinum, and maybe even like Ether Crystal might also have received the same treatment. So for all we know, Blistering Magma might be a small taste of what's actually to come when the full update comes out. So that's actually something to think about, because it may not only be Blistering Magma that receives this type of treatment, and it would be nice to see other camos like, you know, cover the entire gun, especially Damascus. That's one gripe that I have with Damascus, considering the fact that it's the final completionist camo for getting gold on everything. It should at least look a little bit better than what it currently is. And in Modern Warfare 2019, Damascus covered the entire thing. There were black spots with like the topographic designs or like blue shining ones. So there was a lot more it was a lot more flashy in Modern Warfare 2019, and I feel like they could give it the same treatment based on how they're kind of like designing Blistering Magma, you know, having it like animate through like the mag and everything, and the designs look kind of similar to like topography, like kind of like how it is with Damascus in MW 2019. So really anything could happen with this, and I think honestly, you know, these are like the times where like COD Mobile should probably be the most hyped, at least when it comes to like features, because yes, they could show us a little bit of what's to come on the test server, but they are always bound to adjust some things and maybe add some more additional changes. I mean, last time we got the major update, you know, the test server didn't even tell us that we were getting an extra 200, an extra 50 levels. We didn't know about that until like a few days before the update officially came out. So for all we know, that could be the same situation with the camouflages for Season 3. They might all be like adjusted in some way before the update fully comes out. We just don't know it yet. Anyways, that's my take on the whole situation. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD Mobile content. I'll see you guys next time.